Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Godly Theatrics, and my name is Kamika. And Godly Theatrics was created to spread the gospel through dramatic performances such as mime, skits, liturgical dance, spoken word, motivational speaking. So on today, I'm going to tell you what dropped into my spirit, and it was so heavy in my spirit. I was like, I've got to go get this out. So as I was thinking about the pandemic, it was a real heavy sense of eye-opening experiences for people, for their families, because God allowed us to live the way we were living for so long. And that means either living right, not living right, it didn't matter. We were able to live that life for so long without it being interrupted, without there being this huge global-wide pandemic, without there being things taken from us. We were able to live how we wanted. Now, one time did anybody think, okay, today, when I get up and go to work, when I leave, kids are going to be out of school for months. I may lose my job. I may lose my home. I can't just go into the grocery store and get what I'm used to getting. I can't just go out with my friends. I can't go to a movie, a concert, football game. Not one time did anybody really just sit there and say, you know, today's the day that God's going to shut everything down. But he did. So as we were living our lives, doing what we do best and what we know and what we want, the whole time there was a plan in effect. There was something that was coming. So when the pandemic came, it showed a lot of people who they really are. It showed husbands who their wives really are, wives who their husbands really are. It showed people their connection or lack thereof with their family members, with their children, with God. It was an eye-opener for many, many people, because when they had no choice but to sit still, I feel the power of God. When they had no choice but to sit still, that's when all of the noise and all of the chaos settled. And when it settled, what did they have? For most people, they had nothing, because they were so used to the chaos and the noise, getting up, going to work, coming home, cooking, eating dinner, bathing kids, homework, go to bed, do it again the next day. But God put a stop to that, and he opened the eyes of the people. And in that moment, during that pandemic, you had no choice but to search yourself. You're sitting at home. You can't really go anywhere. You can't do anything. You're on lockdown. Do you hear me? Lockdown. Can't go anywhere. You have no choice but to sit there and examine who you really are. What is your life really made of? Do you really love your husband? Because right now, he walking around and he working your nerves with just the way that he chooses. Do you really love your wife? Because she's just so busy in her hair because she's bored and has nothing to do. You got hair everywhere. Are your children, do they get what they need from you? Are they fulfilled with the love that you give them? Or is it that pass and go? Pass and go. Oh, I'm busy with work. Oh, I got to go do this. Were y'all able to sit down and say, I enjoy this. I needed a break from life. I needed a break from the world. This is perfect for me. Were you able to say that? Or were you so shook by what happened that you didn't know what to do? You were running around like a chicken with your head cut off. I got to go to work. Oh, I got to go to the store. I'm supposed to be my friends. Did you embrace what God was doing? Or was it a burden for the life that you chose? Because, you know, we do have free will. See, me and my household, we play board games. We found things to do with each other because we're already so family oriented that it didn't bother us that I couldn't go to work. Oh, you can't go to work? Okay, mommy, you want to play? Let's play. But I want to know about other people. Were your eyes open to the things that you either never saw or the things that you always brushed up under the bed? Was it something that made you say, you know what? The way I was before the pandemic, I don't want to be that way after. Now, when I come from work, I need some time with my kids. I need some alone time with my husband. I need some time with God. I need some time in this word. I need some time to myself. Was this a pandemic revelation for you like it was for me? Because I know that God opened the eyes of his people with this pandemic. Most folks would have never slowed down their lives and what they were doing, their activities, without a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic. So did it change you for the better? Or did it make you bitter because things have not gone back to the way you wanted them to be, to where you were comfortable? Because I'm sure that it was meant to open your eyes. So now we're forced to wear masks everywhere we go. Now the life that you once knew has been shifted. Not on your doing, but on God's doing. So you're either going to embrace it, learn from it, and be excited about what's going to happen and what's coming out of what God is doing, or you're going to be bitter and upset because you're not getting your way. Free will. You have a choice to choose. But me and my household, we are embracing that God gave us a breather, that God let us sit back and examine ourselves individually, see what's on the inside of us that we need to work on, see what's in the family that we need to work on. Because when we are so busy here, there, and everywhere, we never take the time to sit down and really say, Lord, I need a break. Yeah, I know I took a vacation, but during the vacation, I was still running around doing it. I need a break. How many folks have said, God, I need a break? I need a break. Well, he gave it to you. What did you do with it? What did you do with the break that you received? So as it was heavy in my spirit, God was stirring up to me that it was a divine revelation for people. Some people got to see things that they never saw before. Some people were able to hear things that they never heard before. But it was able to change them. So when the pandemic slowed down and when things started to pick up, which in my opinion never slowed down, but as things started to pick up and the world was opening up again, like the young folks say, everybody was back outside. I don't know. So when the world started opening up again, did you run to the things that you didn't get to do during the pandemic? Did you run to that? Was that the first thing you did? Or did you sit back and say, you know, I don't need that anymore. I don't have to do that. Let me change it up. Instead of Friday nights being reserved for the club, let me reserve it for date night. Instead of running to the nail shop every Tuesday, why don't I go maybe to the park? See, we have to take what's being done for us. Yes, I said what's being done for us. We have to take what's being done for us and find the positivity in it, find the lesson in it, find the growth in it, the revelation in it. And we bring that with us as we progress. If you're bitter behind the pandemic, it's time for you to revisit the altar. It's time for you to lay at God's feet. Because the pandemic should have opened your eyes to who you truly are. Who you truly are. Folks can tell you all day long, but until you get that quiet time to really see it for yourself, you will never know. So I don't know how many other people are with me on this, but I am thankful for the divine pandemic revelation. And I am thankful for God changing my life after everything shut down, after the lockdown. I'm thankful for God changing my life and changing my perspective and showing me what is truly, truly important in this life here. I'm grateful, Truly, truly grateful. If you're grateful, just drop it down in the comments below, just stating how grateful you are that God did it for you, that God gave you the break that you and many, many others have been crying out for. I am truly, truly grateful. To God be all the glory. Preach it, teach it, motivate, Yahweh. Y'all subscribe and hit the bell. I'll be back to talk to you soon.